and do an open mic within the first week, and people will put you on. They won't give a shit. Dude, they'd be like, dude, you should wear your fucking orange jumpsuit. You killed somebody? Dude, you should talk about that. That'd be funny. Like, they wouldn't give a fuck. I thought you were laughing. You were fucking yawning over here.
No, the mushrooms are fucking killing me, man.
I knew it wasn't just weed. I was just like, there's no way I'm taking a hit off of that. There's something going on here.
Mushrooms, baby. The shrooms. I'm shrooming.
You know how fucked up this is? He's shrooming, and he's wearing pants like he went riding a horse today. Like side saddle or some shit.
I'm just going to tell you how I discovered you.
I do owe my whole career to you. I was struggling until Bobby Lee discovered me.
Oh, no, not discover you in terms of like you did it on your own, obviously, but no, in terms of my awareness of you.
Oh.
Can I tell you that story?
Oh, no, I remember it was a big day in my career. Bobby Lee is finally aware of me. Am I on Bobby Lee's radar?
See, this is what he's going to...
This is when things start to happen.
I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
I'm not going to allow this to happen.
Reversal.
Yeah. I'm just going to plug away. You know what I mean?
Listen, you can talk to him all you want. I can hear it.
Did you guys see the picture of Donald watching his wife vote?
A lot of trust in that relationship.
See if something great has happened to you.
Yeah.
In this case,
the Red Sox won the World Series.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not rubbing it in. I'm not one of those guys. I'm
a Mets fan anyway, so you could rub it in if you like.
I don't do that. I don't go to the stadium, posing stadium, wear the other team's stuff.
You had
and then
no Red
turn
Sox.
around and look at the crowd and do that. Whenever I see that, I'm just like, that guy should get the kicked out of him. And like, in a perfect world, that happens. I used to wear stuff, the opposing team stuff, because I moved away from Boston, but I just got sick of it. And it's not even being in the stands. It's when you go to the bathroom. That's the worst. Yeah, some guy knows. Yeah, you go out to the bathroom, they wait till you're doing your thing, and then they push you in they take out their childhood on you, and you got this bullseye on your head, and it's just like, why am I doing this? What am I, Steven Seagal? I'm gonna fight all these guys with my out. He made that movie, right? I think he made a movie like that, so I'm just like, I am a very courteous fan. So if somebody said I had blood in my stool, they don't actually see blood. They see it's black.
Right. So the higher up in your GI, the blacker it is.
What sort of background do you have?
I was a nurse.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Because you really came off like, I was like, no, this happens a lot on podcasts. All of a sudden I'm listening to a comedian like telling me how my liver works. I'm just like, wait a minute, who the fuck are you again? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so you're a nurse. All right. You know, like when feminists go like, oh, and they have like their missiles, these dick-shaped things and blah, blah, blah. And I'm always thinking like, well, there is physics and aerodynamics and all that involved. Like if you have it shaped like a twat, I don't think it's going to make it to another country unless you frisbee it, right? And even then that gap's going to fucking be a lot of drag.
While people are talking about eating fake pussies.
That was before.
I don't want to be responsible for that shit. I didn't. But if the kid was in the fucking building.
Before. Will you shut up? Jesus fucking Christ.
Is that a Rolex?
Yes, it is. I finally bought one. 25 years in this business.
Is it white gold or stainless?
I don't know what it is.
Is it heavy?
No.
Then it's stainless.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, thank you. Thank you for taking my watch down a notch. I finally felt successful. You see this? You wouldn't say that if I had brown or black hair. I guarantee you. Blonde hair, you'd be over here giving me your watch.
Dude, the Me Too movement has killed the blowjob. My wife will not suck my dick on her knees ever again. It never will happen.
Because your stomach is pushing down her fucking neck.
Her face is tilted back like this on her forehead. Just
Yeah, it's like going down in an 8-foot pool down to the bottom and not clearing your ears. I feel bad for your wife.
You know what because the older guys, Robert Kelly's and all, they all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I fucking Bill.
I'm
you know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing. I don't know about the chain if it's thick enough to be that level of confidence.
Yeah,
but it's more of a necklace.
When the chain's out,
he has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around his fucking neck.
Around. Most people are weird looking. Look at me. I'm 100% white dude. I'm a weird looking dude. You know what I mean? The best dogs are mixed dogs. They're the chillest dogs. I'm telling you.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's why all the over there in England, the royal family. That's why they're all so weird looking. They're all banging in the same pool. They're like a bunch of Dalmatians that can
That's
talk.
right.
You're whatever incognito. You're an enigma.
What, because I make a pie? No, you know what it is? You're not a good listener. You've known me for 10 years. You have no idea who I am. It's all about comedy with you and moving up the ladder and pushing people back.
Now, are you getting out of an existing house and
No, I'm going from a one-bedroom apartment, and I figured I'd finally go out and buy a damn house and not have to deal with, some jerk living above me or below me.
All right.
Yeah. Do my own little thing. Get my little 12 gauge, get a bunch of cans of tuna, get ready for the apocalypse. That's what I want to do.
You just ignore them. It's like 3 days. They flip out for 3 days. They try to bully you into an apology.
Well, you can't ignore them when they're right in the audience and you're playing to them.
You tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, believe me.
It's a comedy
you know what?
show.
Trump's winning New Hampshire. Hillary's winning Virginia.
Really?
And there's a little kid here.
Yeah, somebody decided it was a good idea.
Somebody please take a photo of this Last Supper.
That's how you end it.
There we go, right there.
Thank
It's all mine. There we go. Where's the camera? Right there. You see that? This is what a part of me dies every time I go into a store and I see something. They go, can we get a phone number? Watching somebody give them the phone number. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I always give the same. Mine is all area codes. They go, what's your phone number? I'm like, 323-818-212-5.
We've never taken a break in the middle of a guest.
I know. I had all this momentum going. Now I got to start all over again. Go ahead. Go to the card. See this? We won game one. Here comes the second of the doubleheader.
If I could work with anybody dead or alive, I'd want to work with.
I don't want to work. I want to be home.
The white ones are dollars. These are $10. The green ones, these are 25. The red ones, and these are 100. The black one.
In a progressive move, the white chip is worth the least. I fly a lot, and there's this whole new thing of generation of people that take their socks and their shoes off on the plane. You got to look at their smelly feet, and then they'll literally stand up and they will walk into a commercial airline bathroom. Yeah, use it and then walk and sit back down again.
That's not right.
Yeah, if I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated.
You really are the whitest person I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, served me well. I've never worked for anything. Yeah, I was born on a yacht. It's just all been downhill.
I don't even mean it in. I don't mean it in a genetic way. I mean like
I do. I'm talking full-on white privilege. I was stunned when I first heard about white privilege. I had no idea what it was. I was like, hey, everybody doesn't get to do this.
It seems as if the sun
Pulling
has
up
never
to job
touched you.
interviews right as I get out of the car. You're hired. Go home. We'll see you tomorrow.
This dude is knocking it out of the park. He's one of my favorites. Here is Bill Burr. Look at you.
How are you?
Oh, it's
I
good.
love that you did the audience applause for everybody. Yeah, there he is. Come on. Keep it going for him.
It was really, you relate to adults differently, people that you knew forever. And I always hated when somebody who didn't have a kid goes, you don't get it, man. You don't get it till you have it. And I was like, fuck you, I get it. It's like having a dog, but it's more intense. I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys. They came out of the forest, and they were just going, Trump, Trump, Trump. It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last two elections when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. She's going to take her four-wheeler.
I'm funny. I've been inside for a year and a half just like you. All right. It's nice to be out here in Denver, man. It's legal on a state level, but not on a federal level, man. Buddy out here dressing like they're fucking going hiking. Your North Face pajamas and all the shit you guys have. You guys all live inside. So, How have you guys been doing, man? How's your pandemic been? You enjoyed it? You been staying inside? Are you being safe? I am so fed up with this. I ain't being safe. I don't fucking believe in it. It's all a bunch of lies. We're just totally divided. The people that are like, you gotta get vaccinated, you have to wrap yourself in an Afghan, and you gotta cover your face and hold your breath when you look at pictures of people. And then you got the other side, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna have my balls out, walking down the street, because that's what Jesus said in John 13. I read it in my Bible study class. I don't give a fuck. And if I get it, I'm going to the hospital and be like, all right, fix me. You were right. Everybody, all hypocritical, all the liberals, you gotta wear the mask, you gotta wear the mask. And half of them, when they talk, they're pulling it down. They have it under their fucking nose. Then the other assholes, they were all patriotic for years. America, love it or leave it. Support the troops. You know, I can get the fuck out. America, love it or leave it. All right, take the vaccine. Well, I don't trust the government. Where the fuck did that come from? I thought you were all about it. I thought you were waving the flag and all of that shit. Listen, here's the deal. We're never going to solve this shit until we all get on the same page, which we know is never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So, we got to set up some Hunger Games shit to solve it. And whoever wins, wins. It's the non-vaxxers versus the vaxxers. So there's a giant field. And all the people who don't want to get the vaccine. All the fatties and the fucking lunatics, right? You got to fucking run the length of the field and try to make it to the other side while there's a helicopter flying over you and they're shooting the vaccine down at you. Right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, that ain't fair, man. I'm running in my shit kickers. You're up there in a helicopter. You got a gun. Well, here's how it's a liberal with the gun. Right? They're not good at that. Oh, my God, is it alive? Is it going to hit me? I don't feel safe. And by then, you're already halfway there when the straps of your overalls is off. If you make it to the other side, in the end, just like dodgeball, we'll see. We'll just score it. Who won? It's an idea. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I kind of quit. I got to be honest with you. For the first, year of this shit, I was an American, and I was rooting for everybody. And then, I don't know. They let us outside for a couple of weeks, and then they sent us back in. And I just didn't have it in me anymore. It's like, I don't care. I just don't give a shit. I hope a lot more people die. I really do. But the one good thing about this whole pandemic shit, and I really hope by the time this fucking thing comes out, that this will be considered old. I don't know. God willing. But the one great thing about this pandemic shit is it kind of slowed down a little bit of that cancel culture. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of hard to take your dick out at work when you're at home. Some people still manage to do it. They're ordering some call, no pants on. All of a sudden standing up, their junk right in the screen. Still figured out a way to get fired. It was unreal. It's kind of good, though, that, those creeps got to take a break, because I felt like cancel culture, they were kind of running out of people to cancel. As much as they wanted to make it seem, there really was a finite amount of people that took their dick out at work. Despite the stats, right? Every 1.6 seconds, somebody takes their dick out and shakes it in a woman's face in a cubicle. You're like, what? Every 1.6 seconds? I must not have been paying attention. Every 3.2 seconds, some man jizzes on a bird and rubs it in a woman's face. Holy shit! I didn't know that happened. Yeah, so fortunately, they rounded up all of these fucking animals and they got rid of them, right? But it kind of became like this cottage industry. And it was a way to kind of get rid of some men that maybe were in your way, It's like anything. It always the initial thing, you agree with it, and then it kind of gets out of control. So, I don't know. They kind of ran out of people, and there was this kind of hilarious moment, like last year, where they started to try and cancel, dead people. Remember that? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, John Wayne was trending. like, what, they got some found footage? You got a new movie coming out that maybe they shelved? And all of a sudden, there was all these stupid-ass woke white people, right? Oh, my God, did you see what John Wayne said in Playboy in 1971? There's a bunch of fucking white people all up in arms about a dead white guy. I can no longer tolerate this. I can no longer tolerate dead for 45 years, John Wayne, saying things in a magazine that doesn't exist anymore. I am here for black people. It's fucking idiots. What kind of a fucking idiot white person refers to themselves as woke? You know, if you actually were socially conscious, you'd realize that white people stole that word from black people. Once again, doing the Elvis thing. Right? But you know what? I blame black people for that. One of them fucked up. They were at a party, there was white people there, and they let it slip out. Stay woke, however the fuck you say it, and some white person heard it like, oh, who is that? Oh my God. Stay woke? I want to say that. I gotta say that around my white friends so they know that I'm down. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking say that. Fucking woke. I'm fucking woke. I'm a woke signaler. I fucking had it. I've had it. I support black people in my white apartment on Twitter. That's what I do. I'm fucking here for you. Every white person likes to lie to themselves that they were alive, 150 years ago, that they would have been working on the Underground Railroad trying to help slaves escape, right? I would have been one of the good white people. I would have taken time out of my day. Yeah, it's kind of hard to take your dick out at work when you're at home. You know? Some people still manage to do it. They're on a Zoom call, no pants on. All of a sudden standing up, their junk right in the screen. Still figured out a way to get fired. It was unreal. It's kind of good, though, that, those creeps got to take a break, because I felt like cancel culture, they were kind of running out of people to cancel. As much as they wanted to make it seem, there really was a finite amount of people that took their dick out at work. Despite the stats, right? Every 1.6 seconds, somebody takes their dick out and shakes it in a woman's face in a cubicle. You're like, what? Every 1.6 seconds? I must not have been paying attention. Every 3.2 seconds, some man jizzes on a bird and rubs it in a woman's face. Holy shit! I didn't know that happened. Right? Yeah, so fortunately, they rounded up all of these fucking animals and they got rid of them, right? But it kind of became like this cottage industry, and it was a way to kind of get rid of some men that maybe were in your way, It's like anything. It always like, the initial thing, you agree with it, and then it kind of gets out of control. So, I don't know. They kind of ran out of people. There was this kind of hilarious moment, like last year, where they started to try and cancel, like, dead people. Remember that? All of a sudden, I don't know, where, like, John Wayne was trending. I'm like, what, they got some found footage? You got a new movie coming out that maybe they shelved? And all of a sudden, there was all these stupid-ass woke white people, right? Oh, my God, did you see what John Wayne said in Playboy in 1971? There's a bunch of fucking white people all up in arms about a dead white guy. I can no longer tolerate this. I can no longer tolerate dead for 45 years, John Wayne, saying things in a magazine that doesn't exist anymore. I am here for black people. It's fucking idiots. What kind of a fucking idiot white person refers to themselves as woke? If you actually were socially conscious, you'd realize that white people stole that word from black people. Once again, doing the Elvis thing. Right? But you know what? I blame black people for that. One of them fucked up. They were at a party, there was white people there, and they let it slip out. Stay woke, however the fuck you say it, and some white person heard it like, oh, who is that? Oh my God. Stay woke? I want to say that. I gotta say that around my white friends so they know that I'm down. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking say that. Fucking woke. I'm fucking woke. I'm a woke signaler. I fucking had it. I've had it.
I support black people in my white apartment on Twitter. That's what I do. I'm fucking here for you. Every white person likes to lie to themselves that they were alive, 150 years ago, that they would have been working on the Underground Railroad, trying to help slaves escape, right? I would have been one of the good white people. I would have taken time out of my day, risked my life. And the reality is you'd be doing back then exactly what you're doing today. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. Maybe a little hashtag, Black Lives Matter. Oh my God, my heart breaks on my L-shaped couch. My favorite thing about the Black Lives Matter marches was the store windows that would have the plywood over the windows, and then it would say Black Lives Matter on top of the plywood. I just love the duality of that message, It's like, Black Lives Matter, we're all the same, we're all one. Don't burn down my store, you fucking animals. Everybody is welcome in this store. Anyone can come in one at a time. Follow him. It's just a safe space for everyone. Yeah. John Wayne was born in 1907. That's what the fuck he's gonna sound like. Then you got all these douchebags going like, that's not an excuse. It's like, yes it is. It absolutely is. You are of your time. Look at these young kids. Remember that for like a year and a half? They'd take a water bottle. They're all standing around, and one kid would flip it, and if it landed upright, they'd lose. Oh, shit! They just lose their fucking minds. I didn't understand it, but I'm born in 1968, so I'm just like, all right, well, no one tried to slap it out of the way, You do it enough times, it's gonna fucking land upright. What is happening here, right? I didn't want to ruin their good time, They were excited. They're going to get on their scooters and ride off. Like a little posse or some shit. I'm like, all right, you can do that. Yeah. So that was like a thing for like half a second. Sean Connery died. The great Sean Connery. Yeah, my favorite James Bond of all time. Yeah. And he was getting a proper send-off for about 8 minutes on Twitter. And then the first hairy-legged white chick shows up, right? And she's just got to be like, yeah. Are we really going to celebrate this man who advocated the hitting of women? It's like, first of all, he didn't advocate hitting women, okay? He just said, every once in a while, you give him a little slap. You got to give him a little back of the hand to remind him who's making the box office. Reset their hard drive. That's all he said, okay? Yes, it's a crazy statement in 2021. 1976, it's not good, but it's not crazy. Right? And he's born in 1930. You got to put the shit in historical perspective. You ever watch? I love old movies. You ever watch movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s? Yeah. Anytime a woman even has heightened emotion, there's some guy like, get a hold of yourself, baby. Yeah, go make me a pie. Put it on the windowsill. Right? That's what he grew up watching. I grew up in the 70s. I thought being a truck driver was a cool thing. You had a monkey for a friend. You're going around, chicks showing their titties. I thought that was the world. I had no idea. That's what I was watching. My thing is okay, so if you're going to cancel all of these fucking dead guys, and you're going to shit all over them after they're dead and they can't defend themselves, why are you only going after men? What about all the horrible women in history? You can't just go after the men. That would be sexist. And this is what they don't want. What about Coco Chanel? Great example. Coco Chanel, widely considered a feminist icon. She started her own purse factory, right? The 19-teens or 20s, whatever the hell she did. I can't imagine the sexism that she had to deal with,
My girlfriend did one night when I was driving home. This is how much they manipulate, or as I call it, lie, to get what they want. I was driving home, and I was looking at there was this diner. And I was driving home, and it was late at night. I was like, hey, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to get one of those milkshakes. And you were just like, oh, my God.
I hate when you do that generic female voice.
Fuck you. It's hilarious. Let's not forget, at the end of the day, my job is to make those people laugh. Okay, Nia, you don't understand. These people work hard all week. These are Americans. They need to come out and forget about their problems. No, whatever. I don't have, what am I, Mel Blanc? I got one fucking voice. I do. Nice reference. I watch cartoons. Really? Is that all it takes to impress you on a first date? That's how you ended up with me. He knows who does the voice of Bugs Bunny. This guy's a keeper. I think this guy will be able to provide.
Have you ever told that story?
What?
The first night that we ever like hung out.
When I hooked up? We'll save that for another one. Okay. But you gotta tell me, huh? You had to be impressed with my skills.
Yeah. Well, yes.
You see that? They just won't give it up. This guy was fucking cock blocking me on an Olympic level. He saw I was going to hook up. He actually tried to split a cab with you.
Yeah, I know.
On the way home, and I got around that.
Yeah.
Got around that. What happened? I fucking put the cards. I went all in, just like World Series of Poker. I went all fucking in. She was trying to be all coy with the little Sammy Davis Jr. hat on, trying to play all hard to get. Huh? Thinking you were dealing with the sophomore in fucking college, like I didn't have any fucking lines?
All right.
Yeah. When that douchebag kept coming over, cock blocking me, he invited, we were all set. I was hanging out. I'm going to tell right now. We were hanging out, right? Me and this other dude. And all of a sudden, Nia shows up, right? And I can see the vibe. I see the look on her face. I know she wants it. No. I just, you know.
And we had met before. So.
Shut up. You look great. You came up, you had a nice big smile, and you're being flirtatious, and I immediately liked you, right? So you went to the bathroom. You're with a friend. I'm with a friend. Every guy knows what you're supposed to do. Take that fucking battle axe out of the picture. Okay? Take one for the team. I can't remember who the fuck you're with, so if it's one of your friends, I apologize.
Yeah, not a battle axe.
Whatever. All right. A war memorial. So what is this fucking... He goes the opposite route. I said, you went to the bathroom. I said, listen, I'm really doing well with this girl, all right? So, dude, I had to like... He was like a chick.
Be your wingman is what
No, I had to be like, so if I'm not paying attention to you, don't get upset. This is how, like, female this dude was, right? So I fucking... This is what he ends up doing, okay? The fucking guy ends up, as we're going to leave, you know, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to try to peel off with your girl who's not a battle axe, and he just goes, he invites another dude over and goes, hey, you guys all want to get something to eat? Remember? Remember? And he invited us over. Now we're sitting there. It's me, you, your not so battle axe friends, and 3 other fucking cocks are sitting there, and I'm trying to hit on you.
Yeah.
And he keeps jumping in. And then he goes, hey, Nia, where do you live? Oh, I live up that way. You want to split a cab?
Right.
Remember that?
I do. And I had to be like, no.
No, you didn't. It was over at that point. I made the move. Remember that? I said, are you at least... But before he fucking said that shit, he was doing everything. I remember I didn't have any cash, and I pulled out my credit card. I said, you guys just give me the cash or just put it on my credit card. And he goes, oh, he's just trying to get the miles. Remember that? Anything he'd do to make me look like a shithead.
Paid for the whole thing. I thought you were like, bam, I'm paying for the whole meal.
No,
everyone gave
No, they gave me money because I didn't have any cash.
You paid for mine.
This is how I got you. Which you were sitting there, and I said, look, are we at least going to be able to split a cab? Because I wanted to go over and have a drink with you.
Right.
And I was like, at least be able to split a cab. And then you're like, why? Why do you want to split a cab? Just putting up the roadblock? And that's when I went all in. I said, because I want to kiss you. Bam. Right.
Yeah.
And then that was it. I didn't fucking talk to you after that. Yeah, you sat there with that little stunned look on your face. Then what happened? Then we walked outside.
Really,
then we walked out. That was the shit. That was one of the greatest. The fucking guys like that used to always get me. I fucking nailed that. Stuck the landing. Like a male Mary Lou Retton. And you know what the best part was? Then I stood up. And at that point I was like, fuck it. I said what I wanted to do. All this shit is in. I don't need to talk to her anymore. And I sort of peeled off, right? And then everybody got up to leave, and then you kind of tucked me on the shoulder and said, don't worry. You said, like, don't worry, we're going to split a cab uptime. And then I'm like, oh, this is going to be great, because now I'm in, and now I'm going to get to watch that little fucking cock block get his balls knocked on the fucking sidewalk. And that's what happened. He came out, right? He clapped his hands. Remember that? Came out just like this. And he was just like, so, you guys ready to go? Yeah. And you were like, yeah, actually, we're taking a cab. And he was so in cock block mode, he still didn't know. He's like, no, I live right near you. Yeah. And you were like, listen, we're taking a cab, and we're going uptown. And you leaned over and you said it, and then that's when he realized that everyone realized he was a cock blocking douche. And then what did he do? He goes, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. And he just fucking peeled off.
Yeah.
Huh? Then what happened? My other fucking classic line? Boy, I fucking reeled you in was a masterpiece. Fucking masterpiece. Then we got in the cab and you said, I thought you were going to kiss me. And we fucking driving like a maniac, and I go, I can't. The cab's jumping around too much. I go, I'll kiss you at the first red light.
You're just really trying to, like,
right?
drag it out. You were trying to make this whole, like...
I was fucking seducing you, and it worked. Right? Then we hit the fucking red light.
Yeah.
I put one on you.
You did.
Bam. Right? Couldn't feel your fucking feet. I'm going to make this story last 9 hours long. And then you know what happened? Then I sat back and I was playing Mr. fucking Cool again like I'm fucking Walt Frazier in 1972. Oh, the callback to the Knicks from an hour ago, right? Then what happened? We stopped again, and I'm sitting there looking out the window, and you go, it's another red light, right? And then we heard that cheesy saxophone from every fucking sexy movie in the 80s. Right? And then you were going, I'm not going home with you. I'm not going home with you. Now, whenever they say that, guys, you know they're not going home with you. You know that shit. So what you have to do is you have to constantly make them feel like it's safe and they're in control. So before you said you weren't going home with me, I felt your vibe. I knew the deal. So I just said, listen, I know we're not going home together, but I'm really having a good time with you. I'd like to have another drink with you. All right? I know a nice bar. Ba, 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 and bam. Right?
And I did not go home with
You didn't go home with me. We had like fucking 8 more drinks and made out for like the next 5 hours in that fucking Hell's Kitchen bar. Had a great time.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's a little story, people. There's your little back.
I didn't think Lance owed anybody. He didn't do anything to me. You know what he did for me? He raised $500 million for cancer research. That's what that lie did. Yeah, it was great. And everybody had the bands on. Remember the bands?
Yeah.
Sure. Right? That blocked out the sun, right?
You know, it wasn't to block out the sun.
No risk cancer?
Yeah.
Now, the whole thing was annoying, and I hated how Oprah was interviewing him and acting like she was dumbfounded that this guy would do this. Like, she's been in show business for 35 years, and she can't, like, wrap her head around some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level. Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have, like, midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? And she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, she did a show. But she stood on the heads of those little people for 5 years until she got... And then she's sitting there across from this guy like, so how could you... You know exactly what he's doing.
Are you with your girlfriend living in LA?
Yes, I am. I'm technically married, but I'm married how like I want to be married.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't sign that behind the music contract where, you know, everything works out until it doesn't work out. Yeah. No, you see, Sugar Shane Mosley, one of the greatest boxers of all time, he's losing his championship belt in a divorce. Losing, yeah. It's like you're trying to break a man. Why does she want those? Right?
Trying to break a man.
They go with their shoes. You know? No, and I love how when you get a divorce, all of a sudden it costs like 50 grand a month to give a kid Fruit Loops. Right? These guys, I'm telling you, there is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country. And it is just not being addressed on any level.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? Every guy out there is just getting... Nobody's safe.
Oh, my God.
Nobody's safe. Football players, actors, politicians.
Nobody's
And they never
safe.
get called whores. Arnold Schwarzenegger's maid is still called the maid in the story. She knew his wife on a first-name basis, hooked up with this dude in their bed, and is still called the maid. Why did she bang him? Why?
Jeez, yeah.
Because of that 1987 flat top he's still rocking, right? You don't think it's because of that kindergarten cop money he's got laying around the room? I'm not, and listen, I'm not condoning what the man did, but you know, there just needs to be, guys need to be educated. There's nothing out there to help a guy handle becoming rich and famous for that platoon of whores that's gonna come over the hill. Like Braveheart, faces painted, skirt on, just running down the hill. Yes, there's nothing out there. No, No, it's like guys never learn how to keep themselves in check. Society does it for you.
Yeah.
Just women aren't going to bang you because you drive the forklift at Home Depot, right? Despite the fact that you want to bang all of them, they're not going to do it. So you didn't keep yourself in check. The forklift job did, right? Then all of a sudden you hit the lottery, you know?
Yeah.
And then you can just give in to all of that. Like, I'm so sick of all these trolls coming on TV, judging these great men. These great men, all these guys, anytime one of these guys gets caught for screwing around, these guys come waddling out of their cubicles with their jowls, they're absolutely reprehensible behavior. Like, they have any idea what it's like to be tempted at that level. You know?
Yeah.
As you walk over to your Ford Focus, are you really beating these women off of you? All those people who judge Tiger Woods? How many people here golf? When was the last time you walked off the 18th hole and there was a busload of Scandinavian women waiting to hump your brains out? And you're like, sorry, ladies. What gets me out about Los Angeles is all the plastic surgery. I don't get it. Why do people get plastic surgery? You know? Why can't you just admit it's over? You know? You had your time. Stop trying to look fuckable in your 50s. It's weird. With their faces yanked back, looking all shiny, right? Not to mention they haven't even figured it out. You know? Why would you get a facelift? Can't you look at other facelifts and realize they haven't worked all the bugs out yet? Right? That's what you want to look like? Like you just lost a fight 3 days ago? Don't be a hero. Let somebody else go in there. Take the fucking beats. You lay back. Wait it out. They're just lying to people. I know, looks great. Put a little ice on it. We'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, take it easy. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? We followed every step. Did we miss something? Oh, hey. Oh, here's your keys. There you go. Almost didn't recognize you. You look so young. All right, take it easy. She gone? All right, she's gone. All right, shred everything. Shred it. No, you're nuts. You wait it out. Let them figure it out. Then you fucking go in. Don't be a goddamn hero. You know? Look at hair plugs. Hair plugs don't look half bad now. Saw this guy the other night on TV. He's like, oh, God, I wish I did this 10 years ago. It's like, no, you don't. 10 years ago, when they were stapling ant legs to the top of people's heads. Remember that? Your eyes would water looking at their hairline. Like, is that sewn in? I see pine tar. They used to put you in like a headlock. Hold still. Use like a nail gun. Hold still. Guys would tap out after a row and a half. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. You wish you got hair plugs 10 years ago. Do you wish you got polio 60 years ago? What else is on your wish list, sir? No, you don't fuck with your face. Okay? I understand liposuction. They screw that up. You can put on a shirt, right? There's no shirt for your face. Who do they think they're fooling? But they're stupid, you know? And then you lie to yourself. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna have this done. No, you're not. You're not. What are you? You're just gonna wax the fender on your car? Then that's it. And the rest of it looks all shitty. Well, maybe I'll just do the hood, and maybe I'll do the back. That's how it happens. Then you look like one of those Real Housewives. Like, face all twisted up. Fucking idiots. Do I look? They're idiots. Do I look like I'm in my 20s? No, you look weird. You look fucking weird. You still look like you're in your 50s. I just can't guess what year anymore because I've never seen that year. I've never seen that shiny fucking look. It's almost like you discovered a new age between 52 and 53. Yeah. People, there's nothing wrong with being 52 and looking 52. All right? You're 52. You didn't get fucked. Yeah. What would you rather be? 52 and look 52 or be 52 and look like a 28-year-old lizard? All right? That's your options at this point. So I think about the population all the time, as you've been telling on my specials. I'm always talking about it. And I think I got the plan. Because I know, no. Wait till you hear the plan first, because a lot of people are going to die. Before you start hooting and hollering.
Everybody thinks they're gonna fucking make it, right? This is how you do it. Well, this is how I would do it. Okay, first of all, you gotta become a dictator. Okay? Because it's too late to try to be like, well, hey man, maybe just have a couple. It's too fucking late. Someone's gotta have the balls to take out the sickle and start chopping some heads. So, here's my idea. I become dictator. When you become dictator, obviously you gotta murder everybody in power, right? From the head all the way down to their goldfish. You gotta kill everyone in the family so they don't come back for their revenge like in Godfather 2 or every karate movie you've ever seen, right? You gotta do it the way the Russians did it, where you don't find the skulls for 100 fucking years. That's the way you do it. Then you take control of the media. I keep all of you guys media blacked out. You don't know what's going on unless I want you to know it, right? Big pictures of me. You got to sing songs about me. If there's no passion in it, a black van pulls up and you're never seen from again, all right? Figure 3 to 6 months of that, everybody gets on the same page, and that's when I'd start thinning it out. This is how I would do it. I would just start randomly sinking cruise ships. Just hear me out. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. You get 2,500 to 3,000 people a whack, and I think it's a really good mix of people to get rid of. You know? Think about the kinds of people that take a cruise. These aren't forward thinkers. These aren't seekers. They're not pivotal to our survival. You ever hear somebody coming back from a cruise? It's one of the worst stories you're ever going to hear. Because they don't do shit. They don't want to travel to another country, interact with the new culture, try to figure out the train system or the money. All they want to do is just sit on a fucking boat. Just drinking, that's all they want to do, right? Worst story you'll ever hear. Hey, how was your cruise? Oh, it was great. I was fucking laying there. There was a DJ over here on the 1 and the 2 wooka wooka thing, right? And then they had this chocolate fountain. It was like a fountain, but it was chocolate. And you stuck the toothpick in the food, and you stuck it in the chocolate, and stuck it in your mouth. And you'd be like, I want another drink. And they bring it all, you drink it, it dribbles down, and it gathers in your navel, and you punch yourself. You get in your mouth. Then every day around noon, we line up for lunch. What's for lunch? We don't know. We don't make decisions. Whatever they give us. I like all-inclusive. You just have to think once. Can I write that number on this piece of paper? All right. Tell me where to go. I'm telling you, if you guys could just get past the humanity of what I am suggesting. If you could just get past it and maybe lose a couple of friends here or there, I'm telling you, you wouldn't miss them. You wouldn't. You know when you'd miss them? When you went to a baseball game and there wasn't those 100 people in the upper deck trying to get the wave going, right? You wouldn't have people getting mad because someone's sitting down during a song like, that's offensive to me, even though I don't know the issue, right? Nashville, little pulled back on that one, little pulled back. It's about police brutality, has nothing to do with you and your beautiful white world and mine, right? Just let it go. I don't give a fuck if you watched every episode of McHale's Navy. This is still not about you. It's not a military issue. I'm telling you, you wouldn't fucking miss them. And this is the deal, all right? I wouldn't just give the order to start sinking these cruise ships and then retire to my chambers with my mistresses, my whores, right? Just banging away, wearing the whole uniform, the whole dictator uniform, everything except for the pants, right? Compression socks with sock garters, just banging away. My unearned medals just clanging off my chest. The big thing is to see how long I could fucking keep the hat on, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I can't do that. That breeds resentment amongst your men. You got to lead them into battle. And I would. I'd have my own sub. All right? I'd have my own sub, and I would hunt these cruise ships on a moonlit summer night. That's right, on a moonlit summer night when sound carries, you know? You know those summer nights when your neighbor's talking about you, doesn't think you can hear him, you're sitting on your porch going like, oh yeah, is that how it is? So that's how it is, right? One of those nights. And I'd be a sport about it. I'd surface before I did it. I'm armed, they're not. It's only fair, right? They see me, I give them a little wink, little nod. I'd have a little Red Baron class. All right, get the fuck out of here, right? But if you didn't see me, it'd be game on. And every moonlit summer night, every summer, I'd go out to harvest, right? That would be the deal. I would just surface. Und listen for the music, yeah? Fire one. Dude, look at my arm in this tank top. And then you cruise over, you strafe all the survivors. Well, bringing it down. That would be it. 2,500 to 3,000 less people. And you know what's the greatest thing? No, it's all underwater. All the evidence is gone. All the evidence is gone. Every mass murderer throughout time is fucked up. They did it on land. You're gonna get caught. Where are you gonna put all of that, right? You do it out to sea. It all goes under, you know, nobody knows. I don't know what happened. I have no idea, right? No evidence. No evidence. Maybe like a flip-flop, right? Like an Ed Hardy shirt just floating by. I'm controlling the media. Nobody knows about it, right? And as I sank the ships, I would be building exact replicas at the same time, right? So I'd be eliminating people while creating jobs. You guys have no fucking idea what's going on. Only you just realize, like, wow, man, the traffic's easing up. I'm getting into third gear at 5 o'clock at night. This is crazy. This is amazing. I don't know what's going on, but this Bill guy's all right. You know, another buddy of mine got a job building ships. Can you fucking believe that? That industry, it's just blowing up. It's crazy. Dude, I want to get a job down there. They're paying great, you know, make a little extra money. Then, yeah, who knows? Maybe you and me take a cruise. We'd have a good time, right? Get out there. That's how it would work. That's how my ethnic cleansing would work. It wouldn't be based on race or religion. It'd just be based on people dumb enough to think that taking a cruise is actually traveling. Technically, you're traveling, you know, but what are you seeing? Just a bunch. Look at the water. Oh, my God. You can tell that's the Atlantic Ocean. That definitely does not look like the Pacific Ocean.
They really have to come to this, people. They really have to come to it. I really hope all of you run into all those black people that you love so much here in Camden. I really hope that happens. I hope there's a line of all of you guys getting fucking carjacked and they take out their big black dicks and they just shove them right in your fucking mouths, each and every one of you, and somehow they just keep repeatedly coming right in your fucking eyeballs until it builds up so much that your eyes, they fucking crust over. You can't see shit, and somehow there's another dick in there for you to suck. 10 minutes left. Look at you. This is what you want. This is what you want. It's a fucking bunch of fucking losers. Fucking Rocky is your hero. The whole pride of your city is built around a fucking guy who doesn't even exist. You got fucking Joe Frazier is from there, but he's black, so you can't fucking deal with him. So you make a fucking statue for some 3-foot fucking Italian, you stupid Philly cheese eating fucking jackasses. I hope that cheese melts your fucking faces off. All of you collectively suck a fuck.
Love about sports is it's a great way to tap out from the news and just, you know, watch a game and get away from it. Now there's like all these causes are getting like attached to it. Like I was watching the World Series and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series and out of nowhere they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game and all of a sudden everybody stands up holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? Trying to watch a game here. You know, no, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the...
Like, I dated this girl one time. She was, like, really into, like, women's issues. So we used to always have these dumbass arguments. So one time she came up to me and she goes, okay, explain this to me, Bill. Why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job, huh? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some fucked up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay. Yeah, that's why I get the $1 more an hour. No, think about it. If there's a house fire, it's always women and children first. I got to stand there with like the back of my shirt on fire going, let's go, people, let's go, let's go. So that's how I look at it. No, it's $1 an hour surcharge. That if something fucked up happens, either I can't leave or I got to like get in the way of it to give you a head start, like rabid dog, run honey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You hear a bump in the night, I gotta go check it out, like, yes, he does have a knife. Anytime there's a hostage situation, who do they negotiate for first? Well, at least let the women and children go. Well, what about me? Bullets hurt me too. Why the fuck do I gotta stay in the vault? No, that's my point, man. Where are all the feminists in those situations? You know what I mean? You can't find them. There are no feminists in a house fire. That's a guarantee. You could take the most hardcore feminist, some chick right in your face, like, he's chauvinistic son of a bitch, little short, little haircut, the whole 9 yards, right? Second those flames break out, she's gonna twist those little hairs into pigtails. No, I'm just a girl. I wanna go play jump rope. And leave you standing in a burning house like you're not flammable. You know, but I'm not a dick, though. I'm not saying I think a woman should make $1 less an hour to do the same job. All I'm saying is if you're going to make what I make when the boat sinks, you better be standing right there next to me, listen to that guy play the cello. Then you get the corner office. You get all the benefits or whatever.